Hi there, it's Mel from Omaha Wellness here for your breathing break. I wanted to touch on the topic of yawning and breathing. So I've had people in workshops or in yoga classes say, why do I start yawning whenever I start really focusing on my breath? So I'd like to share a bit of some observations about what happens with the yawning. So in a yoga class, when you're starting to move into the breath part of your practice and you start yawning, yes, it is perfectly normal. Even in one of my breathing workshops, or if you're on your own starting out a focused breath practice, you may notice that you're yawning throughout to start. Perfectly normal. So why does this happen? I have some observations, but no scientific proof per se. So my thought is when you are moving into that focused breath, your body is flooded with oxygen and it's craving more. My own personal theory. The other theory is that when you start to breathe, you start to move your diaphragm and expand through everything. It's signaling that yawning response. So if you practice yawning right now, just try it out. What do you notice happens? Do you get that sensation that you need to yawn again? So I went out and talked to my neuroscientist friend to see if there's any research around yawning and meditation. And what she did say is that focusing on yawning, consciously yawning a few times, like 7 to 9 times, helps bring your brain into a bit of a meditative state. So to me, when you are doing your conscious breathing, you are allowing your brain to calm. You're slipping a little bit closer with some practice, maybe even into a theta state. That is that state where you're super relaxed. You may feel like you're ready to drift off to sleep, but you're not quite in that deep sleep state yet. So yes, there is a connection between yawning and breathing. So another observation for me personally is that because I have a very consistent, regular breath practice, I actually yawn less than I ever have before. So you may notice that you're yawning when you're slipping into relaxation mode. A friend of mine said that whenever her husband or daughter stops, relaxes, sits down with a book, they start yawning. Well, it's not that you're bored. Could be. But what happens is when we move into a more relaxed state, our bodies are craving that breath. So we spend all of our time holding, contracting. And when we relax, we allow that breath into our body. So let's give it a try. Let's take a few breaths together. So wherever you happen to be, sit up nice and tall to allow that full lung capacity. Maybe you'll start off by yawning. Perfect. Take a couple deep breaths here. Just noticing where the breath is entering your body. Do you feel that yawn response starting? Maybe not. Maybe if you have a regular breath practice, just notice now whether you're yawning more or less. I'm really curious. Let me know how that is. Finding a deep inhalation, expand through your belly, your rib cage, and exhale. Let it all go. So with this breath practice, inhale and exhale through your nose to get that long, slow, steady inhale and that controlled, long exhale. There are lots of breaths. Some of them you do exhale through your mouth. But with this one, let's focus on the control. Inhale, exhale. Find a little bit of a rhythm here. We're always in observation mode. What are you noticing? Maybe you're beginning to settle a little bit more into that breath. Maybe you're able to use your full lung capacity as opposed to just in one part of your body. take a couple more of your breaths here. Notice how you feel. So I'd be curious, do you start yawning when you move into your breath? Or are you not yawning at all throughout your day? Let me know. As always, you can reach me on social media at omhelwellness or omhel.com. I'm Mel, and I'd love to hear how your yawning is going with your breath practice. Have an awesome day.